are back. All right, listen closely. NBC News is reporting on a male birth control gel that early findings show could be very safe and very effective as a contraceptive. So the gel is a hormonal solution that blocks sperm production. Why did I do that? The thing is, a man needs to rub it, apply it on your shoulder each and every day.
The shoulder?
So
fascinating.
I mean, listen, menopause hormone therapy, you can rub your thigh, you can rub it all over the place. So what do we think of this?
Listen, I'm glad that there's conversation happening around this. Anytime we're talking about sex ed and about comprehensive birth control, it's a good thing. However, this is not one I'm particularly sure of yet. It's still in clinical trials, and almost a decade ago, there were other trials around a similar hormonal-based contraceptive for men, and they ended the trials because the men were consistently reporting adverse effects. Things that we'll be quite familiar with, things like excessive acne, mood swings, depression, some of them more severe than others. But a bunch of guys dropped out, so the trial stopped. So they've resurrected this. I'm sure they've made some tweaks and changes, but the jury is out. There is another male-based contraceptive that is also being clinically tried right now. It's called Your Choice. It doesn't act on hormones at all. It blocks certain receptors in the testes involved in sperm production. So again, just, the jury's out. Let's stay, aware of what's happening. The one thing I will remind people of that there is a very good contraceptive available on the market right now. It's been around for a while. It's called condoms. Yeah. And they are 98% effective at preventing pregnancy when used correctly. And not only that, they also help prevent STIs.
Yes.
Yep. There are some thin ones out there for people who are worried about feel. But, I think, again, if we talk about this, we have to talk about what already exists and what works. Let's talk more about that.
Talk about that, but also, can we start to put the responsibility of contraception and start to share that responsibility? Because, throughout history, the reason why I think part of the problem is why you have a bunch of old white men in government legislating about my body when you have no business legislating about my body. You have no idea what we're going through. So the idea is, at the very least, even though I think uptake, if this hits the market, I think uptake will be very low. And I think part of that reason is my body's my temple. Hormones, depression, acne, anxiety, leave that to the women. Everyone is always okay with women paying the price. People who think, in a heterosexual situation, well, if there is a pregnancy, guess who's going to bear the brunt of that decision? It's going to be us. So I think that even though I don't think a lot of men will do this, I think you can at least start to shift this conversation to say, why is it all our responsibility and you get to make the laws about my
I can see why some of it is our responsibility, to be honest with you, because I feel like we should have full autonomy and control over our bodies, which is exactly what you're saying. And so in a case like this, giving that control and all of that responsibility to a potential sexual partner, I'm not interested in that. I want to maintain that control myself.
I'll go even further. All of these are really great points, but there's not ever a chance while I'm alive that I'm gonna leave my sexual health up to my partner. Because in my experience, when the blood from the big brain, goes down to the little brain, this person will say anything to you to get what they want. And I don't trust that in the heat of the moment, and I go, did you take your contraception? Then I'm gonna get an honest answer. I feel I'm gonna get, I took it. And when you take the pill, you have to take it every single day. Yeah. These aren't things that you take when you remember it. And gentlemen, I think you guys are great and very smart, and I'm so glad that you're here. But I'm sorry, I'm never gonna trust you to take something every single day to prevent me from getting pregnant. I'm sorry, it's just never gonna happen, but I'm glad that it's an option for some, but not me.
Maybe it's something that is going to start in long-term consensual monogamous relationships.
I was thinking it would have been perfect for me if I were still within childbearing years. This is something that we would have used.
You could remind him to take it.
Exactly.
But even that, I get what you're saying. You could put it on him actually saying.
Put it on him after the apple butter.
Yeah. Tell him it's apple butter.
Tell him it's apple butter!
Honey, it's just apple butter. It's just apple butter. Just relax. Apple butter.
I know we're laughing, but I need to get serious for a second. We actually are saying that we do not believe men are responsible.
No, I don't think that's what we're saying at all. I think people are just saying that, I don't think that's what everyone, I think that you have to own that.
Yeah.
Everyone's responsible for their own body. And if you don't completely trust your partner, why are you sleeping with them, first of all?
Yeah.
But I think that if you know that you don't want to have the consequences of that, I think more options are better. Like, listen.
Yeah,
But I think it's okay. We're talking about, okay, if you're talking about a real long-term relationship, that's one thing because you live under the same roof, so you will see what he's doing. But not everybody's having sex with people that they're in long-term relationships with.
Fair.
So maybe you're just seeing somebody for a few weeks, maybe you just met somebody online, and if they say, oh yeah, I'm taking the gel, are you gonna believe them? Ladies?
No. Take full control.
Take control.
It's a fascinating discussion,
It's a
though,
great
right?
discussion.
It's good.
A lot to
doing it.
think about. A lot to think about. No apple butter.
No.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.